trick or treat, motherfucker.
Hem. Mav Internet says corpse charting in between 10 and 20 hours, so it may take me 2 streams to beat that. depending what happens, I might finish it off on Halloween, or maybe I'll do it on Wednesday if I can't, because on Thursday, the 30th, I have a doctor's appointment. I don't know how long that's going to take, and I don't know if I'll be in a position to stream that day. But if I don't beat it on Tuesday, which I feel like I probably won't if it's that long, we'll do a second stream of Corpse Party. I'm going to start it 2 hours early to give us more time. To be honest, I would generally think it'd take 20 hours. A lot of wandering around the map is involved. Well, that sounds about fair then. Although you have to keep in mind, you have to add the streamer bonus time, because when you're streaming a game, it always takes longer than if you're not streaming the game. Especially since you're... Yep, exactly. So, next Tuesday, I'll start around 5 p.m. my time, which is 2 hours before whatever time it is for you right now, dork. I know the time zones, but my brain is already focused on streaming, so I can't do the time zone math in my head. And if I don't beat it on that night, which I probably won't, I will either pick it up on Wednesday, the next day, or maybe Halloween, depending on if I go trick-or-treating with my nieces and nephew. You can start at 10 p.m. for me, so I can stay until about 2 to 3 a.m. Okay, cool. If that's, if 5 p.m. for me is 10 p.m. for you, then, let's see. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So 3 would be all 5 hours. I will keep you guys posted about what I plan to do. I'm just letting you know that I've been really considering doing that, and I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Oh, thank you for the shout out for Dorkfash. Anyway, let's shift over to the game, shall we? Hello, I'm here. Welcome back to Bloodborne. Alright, picking up where we left off. And where we left off is actually kind of where the game opens up for us a bit. Because I could either keep going through the DLC. Oh, I see the I have 2D models are trying to come in, but no one's connected to the voice chat right now. Discord, thank you. I could either keep going through the DLC until I at least get to the first boss, because I gotta beat the first DLC boss to get my weapon that I actually want to use. This is the DLC area right here. I could also go to the Forbidden Woods, which is where I'm supposed to go to next, technically. If I want to get my favorite armor set in the game, I'd have to go through at least the first Chalice dungeon, and then I think the first 2 bosses of the next Chalice dungeon. And I love that armor set. I'm really considering doing it just for that. I wasn't gonna do the Chalice dungeons because they take a lot of extra time, and like, I'm gonna beat this game, but I highly doubt I'm gonna be playing it. Like, I don't think I'm gonna beat it before October is over, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't want to take up too much time getting back to the other stuff, like Persona 5, which I really do need to finish beating so I can start up Project Pokemon, where I play through all the handheld Pokemon games. And I also need to get back to Fire Emblem 3 Fates, or whatever that it was, that I have also been doing. Because after I beat that, I'm going to play that Atelier game that Vash got me. All of them, all the handheld ones. Pokemon Dash included. No, mostly just the mainline ones, but I have included 4 spin-off titles. Pokemon's Stadium 1 and 2, and Pokemon's Coliseum 1 and 2. They're not handhelds, but... but, I'll be playing through Red, Blue, and Yellow, which, in theory, are all the same game, but I'm gonna play through all of them. And I'll play through Gold, Silver and Crystal, which again, all basically the same thing. And each one, I have to use a different team. So part of the challenge is constantly using different Pokemon. But I'm only doing up to the handheld era. Basically, once we finish off the 3DS games, done. Just because in order to stream all the, console, well, I guess the Switch is technically a handheld in a sense. But to stream those ones, I'd either have to erase my files and start completely over, or buy new copies of the game. I'm not doing either of those things. We doing any Nuzlocks? I've done a Nuzlocke for Pokemon, it was either black or white, I forget which one. I think it was black. I'm adopting some Nuzlocke-ish rules, but because the main rule is that I cannot use the same Pokemon in my teams in between games, that sort of diffuses the you can only catch one Pokemon per route rule, because if I catch the same Pokemon in each game, which is likely depending on what the spawn rate is, that could interfere with that rule. So, but I am going to nickname every Pokemon that I use. And my final team cannot be the same as my final team from a previous game. Now, I have to give myself a little leeway, particularly with the Gen 1 games, because you always have an option of 3 starters. So, I play through Red and Blue, and that's 2 of the starters there. Now, your starter in Yellow is Pikachu, so it doesn't matter, but I'm pretty sure you can get all the starters in that one anyway. But then you get to, like, the remakes, like Fire Red and Leaf Green. Clearly, I can pick one of the 3 starters I didn't pick from the original games there, but then I get to, like, a 5th Gen 1 game, and I really am out of options. Now, I could swap out a starter eventually, but as a general rule, I don't want to use any Pokemon more than 3 times total in a team, and I cannot use them in the same console generation that I've already used them. Meaning, let's say, in the first game, I get a Tentacruel as my main water-type Pokemon. I can't use a Tentacruel again, at least until Generation 3, because I can't use them back-to-back. I can't use them in the same generation, and I have to wait a generation until I can use it again, which means the earliest time I could use a Tentacruel again at that point would be a Gen 3 game. So, and I cannot use it more than 3 times. So if I use one in Gen 1, I could potentially use one again in Gen 3, and then absolute last time I could use one is Gen 6, and then that would be it. I would be done. I don't think that rule is going to be too prevalent, mostly just for starters, for games that get a lot of remakes, because, like, there are also remakes of the Gen 2 games in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And in Gen 5, there are, instead of there being like a 3rd sequel game, there's like direct sequel games, and there's 2 of them, so I have to play both of those, because there's Black and White, and then there's Black 2 and White 2. So I have to play all 4 of those instead of 3 for that generation. But, thankfully, Black 2 and White 2 have a very wide range of Pokemon to use. So I can, in theory, dump a starter for, like, the very last one and use something else instead. That rule is mostly to kind of ease me in, because a lot of the starts are going to be similar just because of Pokemon limitations in the early games. But towards the mid-game, I gotta start changing stuff up. Okay. Anyway, back to Bloodborne. Now, I can continue doing this until I at least get to the first boss. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat it right now, but once I can, and pick up my weapon, the actual holy version of this holy sword that I'm using, scales off of Arcane. I could try and go do the Chalice Dungeons to get my armor set that I really like. I could go to the Forbidden Woods. I also picked up the Tonsil Stone so we could go to the first secret area of the base game. Question is, what do I want to do? I've also definitely failed to pick some stuff up because I've been more focused on running away from these guys than fighting them. See an item over there. I think that's the beast cutter weapon? Excuse me, sir. But anyway, I hope everyone is having a great night tonight. I've got more rules than just the ones I talked about, but I'll discuss them when we actually finally get to Project Pokemon. Once I beat Persona 5, which has taken me almost a full fucking year. But yeah, I gotta get back to that game eventually. I gotta get back to Fire Emblem eventually. That way I can do the Atelier game I want to do. I got a lot of stuff in the works planned. Oh, there's the beast cutter. Bully. You're a bully. That's what you are. You're a bully. A bully. All you'll ever be is the faded memory of a bully. I announced Project Pokemon back in February, but I needed time to set up, so I'm like, okay, I'll play a game real quick, and then once I finish that up, I'll get started on that. The game I picked was Persona 5. It was my first Persona game. I'd never played one before. I didn't realize how long it was gonna fucking take. Turns out, pretty long damn time. Persona 5 currently is the game that has taken me the longest time to stream. Previous record holder was Fallout 3 at 27 streams. But we are 30 streams deep in Persona 5 by now. Like, even if I'd streamed every day for a month, I wouldn't have beat it. That is insane. Ha! You are my blood echoes, bitch. Hey, where did blood echoes go? You just have them in your damn eyes.
More blood!
How the hell did they get over to you? They were just on the dog! I just saw them! Easy ass bastards. Yeah. Penis maker. This wagon. What an ass.
Dicks!
Yeah, they are dicks. Thank you. I just wanted to pick some stuff up. I don't think I'm going to keep hanging around here. If I do keep playing the DLC area, I'm mostly just going to be trying to unlock the shortcuts to the first DLC boss. Definitely not strong enough to fight him yet. All these enemies are scaled for the end game, and I'm not even in the mid game. God. Okay. Figured it was gonna be on one of these roads. There we go. Get Echo back. But now I have that weapon he's using. Not that I'm gonna use it on this playthrough, because I've been using the same weapon in all of my FromSoft game playthroughs on my streams so far. the Holy Moonlight Blade. A FromSoft staple, dating back to their Kingsfield games. I've never played the first Kingsfield game. I played a little bit of the second Kingsfield game, but I never beat it. I got the boom hammer and the beast cutter. A trick weapon wielded by the old hunters, this thick iron cleaver slices through the toughest of beast hides, and when transformed, the blade splits into sections, allowing one to lash it in a fashion of a heavy whip. This crude weapon relies on brute force and is regrettably inelegant, suggesting that the hunts of the earliest hunters made for horrific affairs, painted in sanguine blacks and reds. There's boom hammer. Not Boom Howler from King of the Hill, but Boom Hammer. Get the two straight, okay? Not that you can tell what either one of them is ever trying to say. Actually, though, if you watch enough King of the Hill and listen to Boom Howler enough, you do start to understand what he's actually saying. He just talks really fast, and he includes a lot of stutters like dang old and talk about and stuff like that. A trick weapon used by the old hunters and crafted by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs. Those are the same people who made the stake driver. Trick weapon fashioned by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs, favored by the retired hunter Jura. It's hard to tell, but what that actually is essentially a tiny piston attached to a pile bunker. Like, what its transformed state turns it into essentially a punch weapon, where there's a blade at the end of your wrist, so you're punching with that instead of your fist. Untransformed, it's like a blade. You swing it like it's a blade, but it's attached to your wrist. But when it's transformed, you have the option to charge up a fully charged attack, which launches the fucking thing out. I'll show you. No, I don't want to buy it. I already have the damn thing. It's a cool weapon. Every weapon can get you through the game. Alright. See? Check it out. Untransformed. You're essentially slashing with it. Right? See that? Transform. Now it's a punching weapon. You've reduced your range. Now you're doing more thrust damage. And better yet, you have that attack. Which also immediately transforms it back into its untransformed state. It is a cool-ass weapon, and that is unquestionably the strongest attack in the entire game. Now, this one's interesting. It's essentially a bladed saw kind of club in its untransformed state, and transformed becomes a whip. So it's like a strength version of the threaded cane. See? Because it's pretty sure it does blunt damage in its untransformed state. Because it's not a sword. And then, the whip. Meanwhile, Boom Hammer, just a hammer, but when you transform it, you activate its fire potential. So, it's like the Tonitrus, which, when you transform it, only activates its electricity potential. But, when you have it transformed, only your next attack does fire damage. But you can do some very powerful attacks. No, right, it's not two-handed, so that one doesn't do anything. I just love the trick weapons in this game. I'm not gonna get to go through all of them, but I do fucking love the trick weapons in this game. What's funny is that these two weapons essentially function the same way. They're regular swords that you equip into a thing on your back. And this one you plug it into a big-ass sheath and it becomes a great sword. And this one you plug it into a hammer and it becomes a big-ass heavy old hammer. But while you might think, okay, so untransformed, they're basically the same weapon, that is actually incorrect. If I can find a good spot to show you. See, look at that. There's a slight difference in length between the two. The sword for the hammer is shorter than the sword for the greatsword. Otherwise identical, but they have difference in length, a subtle difference in length that a lot of people might not even notice on their first glance or their first playthrough of the game. I could go on and on and on about how cool I find all the trick weapons in this game. And I doubt I'm going to find them all because there's a couple that are, at least one, that's specific to the Chalice dungeons. Okay, I need to spend my blood echoes.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you did?
Channel
Very
my blood
well.
echoes.
Let me stand close.
Alright, there's some arcane, strength, vitality.
Farewell, good May.
If I go to the Forbidden Woods, I could potentially go find an item that could take me to a place with an arcane item that I would really like to use. I'll spend the rest on Blood Vial. Alright, hold on. Let me... Grand Cathedral. That's where we fought... Vicar Amelia. And in the Nightmare version, it's where we found Lawrence. First Vicar. Looks thicker! More like Vicar! No, it has to be grosser. It's green. That's a bit from one of the Sweeney Todd songs. See, that's Lawrence's skull, and in the Nightmare version of the same place, you can see his whole ass body draped across this, like some kind of Jesus figure. And in the Chalice dungeons, there is a special boss that you can only fight there. There's a couple bosses you can only fight in the Chalice dungeons. But it's implied based on the shape of its head to have been what Lawrence actually became in life. And the Nightmare version of him is just like the Nightmare version of him, not actually what he became. I don't know if that's considered true or not, but it's a fan theory. Alright, I heard... There you are. Bloodstone shards. At this point, I don't really need to kill those things for those. What I need now are bloodstone chunks, although I should save up any chunks I pick up for, for my weapon that I want to use. But I might have to upgrade this one like 1 or 2 times before I can actually beat that boss and get it. Ow! Ass! Stop fucking shooting me! I fucking dare you! Do I come to your place of work? Shoot you? No. No, I don't. There we go. Took you so long to charge up your phase 2 fight that I was able to kill you before you finished charging it. Still need more twin blood shards for that, so those are still nice to have. Once I get my weapon, so I get the +6. Yeah, that's right. Can't reach me from up here, can you, fatso? You fat. Staggered him, I just also got hit and got staggered myself. There we go. Nice and dead. Before I go down there and piss him off. There's nothing else over here. I think there's one of those fuzzy little skull heads running around here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it with all those other assholes running around until I level up my vitality enough that I can wipe the floor with these people. Oh, there they are. Fine, I got them. Knew they were down here, I just forgot where they were. Thought I might have already missed them, but nope. Because I managed to take care of him pretty fast, I still managed to get both of them. Nice. Lead elixir. I don't use lead elixirs too much. They essentially make you much harder to stagger, but also slow you down considerably. And in a game where moving fast is very key to winning, that can be a huge fucking issue. Look at that. See that? Look familiar? Well, we gotta get grabbed by it if we want to go to the secret area for the Tonsil stone, so here we go! Hello, friend! Ah!
Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard.
It's another one of those things! And now we're in a secret location. Welcome to school. Hey, look, it's the guy who gave us the tonsil stone.
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know. You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
That's right, it's Patches! In this one, he's called Patches the Spider.
Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge. Throw yourself to the wolves. Are your feet... Oh, see.
Okay, that's all he has to say for now. We are currently inside Bergenworth College. Look, see? Classroom. Oh god! Okay, we're safe. Aw, the teacher fell asleep on the job. Well, we got the key off of him, so. We'll just let him nap. He doesn't have any students paying attention right now. Ooh, now we can be a student. Check the ceiling, make sure none of those assholes drops down on me again. Ooh, red jelly. Mmm. Must be strawberry flavored. There we go. Here's where our key goes. Oh look, a lot of new friends. So if you couldn't tell, these are the students who studied here. And I hate world. And this is what became of them. So clearly Bloodborne is saying, don't study or you become a gross slime monster. Wordle. Oh. Did you do today's word? You know, you should have gotten it. It's similar to what you sort of do. Not professionally, but it's something we both do. I haven't checked. How many tries did it take you? I never get it in less than 4 guesses. Ooh, there's a decent arcane weapon. Or arcane tool, rather. Hi, Mav. Hello, Manny Hoji! Welcome to another session of Bloodborne. I don't think we're talking about the same word. I'm pretty sure it's... If it's the word it was today, I'm pretty sure. It's a thing that you can put a V in front of it and... Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. We are currently in Bergenworth. Got some Madman's knowledge, a little more Madman's knowledge. Alright. Now, clearly, when I open this door, nothing bad will happen to me. Oh god, I'm getting sucked into the abyss! Slimy Boy's honestly a really great farm in that one room. Lumi! Hi, Lumi! Welcome in, Manny Hoji and Lumi. I hope you're both having a fantastic Friday. Lumi, by the way, is the one who did my new overlays. And these Halloween-themed ones are very nice. Nothing bad ever happens walking outside the lecture hall. I'm having a good Friday. How's yours? It has been... You know, it's been an okay Friday. Nothing really to write home about. Bloodstone shards. Kind of hoping for some chunks or maybe some twin shards, but whatever. I love the spooky stuff. Although the pumpkins that I've been changing out every week were actually done by Dork Princess. Look at that guy just sitting there. Oh, thank you for the shout out for Lumi Vash. Lumi also streams. Take that, sideways mouth. Yeah, that's a silver beast. And they have a weird kind of sideways mouth. It's gross. But they also very often drop blood gems for our weapons. Usually electric ones, but this one decided he didn't want to. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him in a position. There we go. Look at that sideways mouth. Ooh! Bash wants a snom. Hold on. Where is Snom currently? There. Silver Beasts are actually so cool when I realize just how many moves they have. Their moveset is literally crazy. Well, I mean, look at how crazy it looks. Its mouth isn't actually sideways with its body. It's just always, like, snapping at you sideways. And the ones in the later part of the game, when you kill them, they drop, like, worms out of their bodies. Like parasites, I guess. That are fucking evil to deal with. Now, there is sort of a skip here where I can skip past most of this level. I'm used to doing it, so I probably could do it reliably. Yep. A creepy music box. That's from this game, actually. It's also my starting soon music. You can hear a snippet of it if you use the music box item, the tiny music box. The song is called Murgo's Lullaby, and it's the boss fight music for a boss called Murgo's Wet Nurse, who is one of 3 potential final bosses. If you listen closely, you can hear a tiny snippet of it here. Hey! Lumi! Thank you for the gifted sub to Plocum. How very nice of you guys. Oh my god, you've demanded a song? Someone think of a song? I can't think of one. Well, we actually do kind of have a small tradition of demanding a song from a Disney movie whenever I play a FromSoft game. Usually it's Vash who does it, but... And Vash, thank you for gifting a sub to Yags! Holy cow! Oh my god, we've started one of those things that never happens to me. A hype train, that's what it's called. I had to wait for the banner to pass by. Okay, hold on. I can do a Disney song if we want, but do we have one in mind, or should I find one for myself, is the question. I would gift, but I'm so broke. Don't worry about it. Luby! Another gifted sub to Defez. I hope I am pronouncing that correctly. So close to level 2. Okay, let me shift over to my karaoke stage. Sing.
Apology accepted. But if you ever pull a stunt like this again...
Oh god, sorry. I clicked the button as soon as that went through, and I think that made it stop. Oh, I'm sorry, but thank you for the 100 bits, Vash. But we got level 1 complete. Yay! I joined to a hype train. Hi, Mari. Welcome in. You are also joining because I'm about to sing a song. This is the story of a song. No, not that one, actually. I'm going to sing a Disney song. Let It Go from Frozen, I suppose. It is a bit of a tradition in these FromSoft playthroughs to do these Disney songs, so this works out pretty nicely. But Let It Go can be a very intense song. I don't know if I've got the vocal chops for it, homies. I'll do my best, though. Let me just get it all set up. I gotta wait for Google Chrome to load, because, you know, that's gonna take 7 years. Nav sings Disney during spider boss fights. I mean, at the end of this level, there is technically a spider boss fight. So, there's also one that's actually more like a spider after we get through the forest. So we'll do something like that then, too. There's always a spider to fight, man. So there's a spider boss in this game. But because Monty Hoji redeemed it and asked for Frozen, I almost fell asleep sitting upright with my hand on my titty. Good night, everyone. Goodbye, Dork. Sorry you're gonna miss the song. Amy and Rom, my goat. Amygdala gonna be a pain in the ass to fight, I think. Unless I go pick up something from Canehurst first. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh god, Smooth Talker? That's right, you always also do Smooth Talker when I'm doing these. Shit. How is this gonna work with Let It Go? That song is so vocally intense. Whatever. Let me find the song first before I start the timer. I love Smooth Talker. I know you do, Lumi. Alright, come on, search. I typed it in. Bring up the menus. Sorry guys, it's Google Chrome. This one you can't even blame on my computer. It's just fucking Google Chrome. I'm pretty sure it's fucking slow for everyone. Okay. Let me click on the video. The video. I don't want to bring the drop-down menu back again. And while that's loading, I will set the timer. I won't start it until I start singing, though. Page unresponsive. Bullshit! What do you mean the Fairly Odd Parents? Why am I on the Fairly Odd Parents? That was nowhere near the page I clicked on. What the hell is going on? No. Fuck you and your English muffin ad. I don't want it. Unless you're gonna pay me, you're gonna sponsor me to talk about your English muffins. Not on my streams. Okay. Here we go. Starting now. Snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. Oh, did that a little off. I did that a lot, and the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. To see what I can do, to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go, and I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go, that perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Well, thank you. I very much appreciate that, Mani Hoji. And thank you so much for redeeming that song. I hope you also appreciate the next 6 minutes and 10 seconds of me speaking in this voice. Thank you, Mari. I appreciate you too. Also, I saw that we got that hype chest emote. It looks like a little pumpkin-headed girl. So it's perfect for Halloween. Trick or treat to you too as well, motherfucker. Alright, let's get back to the game, shall we? Okay, here goes nothing, everyone. Mari, I hope you've been having a fantastic Friday. The revamped bar is not spawning back in. There it goes. Thank goodness it finally fixed itself. I was just aching to see it come back. Nightmare Frontier is so scary for me. Well, don't worry. If you're scared, you can always hold my hand. Not really. I just ate after not eating for 2 days. Mari, that is terrible. Poison Lake, giants, and winter lanterns. My stomach was in much pain today. Yes, you should take care of yourself, Mari. Vash is correct. That is a big old homie right there. Essentially one of those, Scurrying beast, but a much bigger version. I know. I was planning on not eating for longer. But that was gonna lead to nothing good. Thank you for that, Vash. That was almost so scary I shit my pants. And I hope you appreciate that I didn't. Oh god, he's breathing fire. He's so hot. See what I mean by sideways mouse, though? He's always hanging his head sideways. There we go. Some tempering blood gemstones. What did I say? They dropped those gemstones. Oh, tell us a joke, huh? Hold on. We got 3 minutes left. I suppose I'll try and find a good joke to tell you in this voice. Let me bring up my list of dad jokes. What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed sandals. It's okay, Mani Hoji. I still appreciate you asking for the joke to begin with. Ooh, look at that line, that trail of glittering dots next to that item above this pit leading to what I assume is a not poisonous pit of green water. Why would green water be poisonous? And why would there be a poisonous swamp in a FromSoft game? That's just silly. Ha 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 ha. The fun thing about dad jokes is that the punchline is apparent. Haha. Good one, Vash. I might write that one down. I still think frogs would wear croaks. Like Crocs. Nobody would wear Crocs. I'm pretty sure there's a hunter. Yep. Here he comes. He's aggressive, isn't he? Oh, and there's a second one. Sorry, I'm not ready for this three-way. I don't think you're ready for this jelly, sir. Would you please stop shooting your load all over me? Alright, timer's up. I go back to my regular voice now. Ah, damn it! Oh, he walked back up on me. Fuck you, bowing in respect. You killed me. Mari, I don't know why you were planning on not eating so much, but you should eat every day. Dinner is very important. Breakfast is important too, but you should definitely not skip dinner. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I'm just saying, you need to take care of your health, and that includes eating properly. Big Mav! Holy cow, we're pulling out all the stops tonight. Hold on, let me kill that guy, and then we'll do Big Mav. Normally what that entails is switching from my chibi PNG to my full-size version. But since I'm using my little tuber here, I don't have access to that. I mean, I could switch to my PNG, but as we discovered with Aces on the last Psychonaut stream, instead of doing that, I can be Big Mav like this! Ha 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 ha! I can be so big, I cover the entire screen! And you guys can't see what I'm doing! But that's a little too big. So, let's be just big enough, Mav, that you can see my big old face, but can still tell what's going on with the game, huh? No more smooth. Yeah, no more smooth. Sorry. I was planning on not eating until Thanksgiving. Jeez, that wouldn't have gone over well, Mari. Please do not do that. Okay, I think this is big enough, but I can do a little bigger if you want. Your girl has some issues right now. Yeah, I understand that, but please don't let it negatively affect your health. We would very much appreciate that. We like having you around. Maybe one day I'll be able to get like one of these VTuber models of my full-size form. But until then, this is what we'll do for large map if I'm using the VTuber. Oh, hello. What a sparky fellow. Story time with Sparky. Gonna drink zero sugar stuff. I do that, zero sugar stuff. I actually have, you guys know I don't drink caffeine, or at least some of you do. Some of you might not know that yet. I don't drink caffeine that much anymore. 90% of what I drink is water. But I did pick up 2 large bottles of cola for whenever we do the 24-hour stream. Because that's another one of our goals that we hit for the revamp. That I'm going to have to do eventually. There's my echoes. It'll probably be sometime next month. Still haven't figured out what I'm doing for it yet, though. One of them is a regular Coca-Cola, and the other one is a zero sugar kind. Alright. I'm poised and ready. Mom spaghetti. Here comes the fighter. Mom spaghetti. He's got a big axe. Mom spagax. What a dick. Mom spaghetti. You away before the other one gets involved. Mom spagal. Sorry, I'll stop now. Damn it. Fuck off with your bad self. You threw a poison knife at me, you dick. Oh shit, I actually stunned him. I didn't know it would be open that soon. Fuck off!
Dang it!
Dance, dance! Brett! Oh. Will you stop throwing fucking poison knives at me? Oh my god. I'm going to die. From this fucking bitch ass motherfucker. Never mind, I won. It was an easy victory with no trouble whatsoever. And you guys can't prove that it wasn't. Enjoy your lurk bash! I took a lot more vials and bullets than it should have, by all rights. Okay. That was the worst roll of all time. Essentially, all I needed to do was the most basic ass roll ever to land on that thing, and I somehow managed to screw even that up. There we go. See, I didn't even have to roll. I just ran through it and got on there. Alright, Fading Lake. I think that gives me resistance to poison. Which we're gonna need real fucking soon. Fucking hear the silver beast. I forget exactly where he's at. I think there's like a cave here that he's sitting in or something. There he is. That one doesn't have a torch. See, why? Why do they always have sideways mouth? It makes their face look like a vagina. I'm just saying. Vagina with teeth. Like that one horror movie. Don't look that up, though. Vagina dentata. A girl gets teeth in her vajayjay, and then she uses it to kill people. And no, I'm not making it up. Ah, fucking cave. Oh! Speaking of vaginas, that was a topic of our convo in class. In your welding class? I'm simultaneously so curious to know how that came up, and yet part of me doesn't think I want to actually know. How did such a topic come up in a welding class? Okay, anyway, before any of that, the question you must answer me, Mari, is... It started with periods. Is the class comprised of only, or at least mostly, women? Ew! Speaking of vaginas... Look, it's the messengers. Nope, there's me and 2 other girls. Well then. Men started the conversation about periods. Oh, well, this is getting better and better. Please do elaborate. I'm so curious. See that thing? It's a trap. You're intended to run after it and try and quickly kill it. And when you do, that motherfucker is gonna start throwing rocks at your ass. Look, another one up there. I think they were talking about their girlfriends being on it. Then the convo moved on to pregnancy. Well! At what point did these fools... I'm assuming they are fools for starting this conversation. At what point did they decide to drag you into it? Oh god! He hits hard. Walk hard, hard, down like rocky road. It's from the Dewey Cox movie. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, or whatever that movie John C. Reilly is called. It's a very funny movie. Then they started throwing shots at one guy because he said that all girls he's been with have had an Adam's apple. So, did anyone tell him? And back on pregnancy and birth and C-sections, now some women have a vag, but it's not open because it didn't fully develop. What is this conversation? And they were just having this in front of multiple women? Like, I get that it's something that a lot of men will discuss with each other because it's awkward to talk about with a woman. But they're talking about it with women there. I'm not sure I understand the thought process going on in these guys' brains. Bolt paper. It's like paper, but with bolts on it. I don't know why you need to bolt down paper. Usually they just have paperweights for that. Same guy who threw shots at thought that he and the period stuff came out the same hole. Oh my god, do these guys not even know how vaginas work? I don't even have one, and I understand that that's insane. Don't worry, me and the other girls were in on the convo, and the teacher was also in on the convo. Believe it or not, this isn't the worst convo we've had in this class. That is crazy to me. Maybe it's just because I've never had, like, extensive conversations in any of my classes ever. You know, your boy was, he was a bit of a loner in school. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that creates a shortcut, see, because this fell, and now it leads me back to this beginning area. Now I can cross this bridge. Being in a class full of men, you hear their thoughts out loud. They are fucking dumbasses. Yeah, that I totally believe. Like, I both am and have heard men's talk, so I know exactly how dumb they can be. Ooh, look at this shiny path leading to an item. It must be really good. It must be a really good item. I'll come back for it, though. There we go. I just need to get a thrust on. Had to get my thrust on. Ooh, I got the stunning deep sea. The stunning deep sea is what I call my penis. I couldn't even get through that sentence. I couldn't even start that sentence. I don't know if what I said was even remotely perceptible. Ow! You're poisoning yourselves! I think conversation I lost brain cells on was when they were talking about fishing, fucking, drinking, and mudding. Jesus, were they from this state? So, were they saying they do all those things at the same time? Because that can't be sanitary. Alright. Gotta go through the poison swamp eventually. A lot of items in here to pick up. I stay on sidelines here. Dodge, dodge, dodge. I'm poisoned. Why do these fucking assholes love poison swamps so much? No, I cannot. I can't get to that. There's the slope. There it is. Whew. I'm running low on healing. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. The worst is clearly behind us. Nothing going forward will be an issue. So you see that thing? That giant brain looking thing that you can vaguely see eyeballs opening on? That's a winter lantern. They suck. Without a doubt, that is going to be the scariest enemy in the entire game to ever encounter. Bash, why? Why? I have so many blood echoes and I haven't opened a shortcut yet! Why would you do this to me? Alright, fine. Come here, Miss Brain Lady. Who wants a hug? So, I hope that was everything you wanted it to be, Bash. Yeah, whose fault is that?
Guess what? You're not.
Okay, hold on. I need to swap out my attire for something with more low poison resistance. 20, 16. I think the black church attire is the best one I have for that right now. 60. I don't have the white church attire yet, do I? I think that's in the woods. Love it, was big brain. Actually, I suppose I should have pointed out while it's grabbing me. That brain is not really a brain, but it's actually made up of a bunch of bodies of, my little dead guy, my little friends here. The messengers. See those little guys? It's hard to tell, but that brain was actually a bunch of their bodies mashed together into a sphere with a lot of eyes sticking out of it. Which is exactly as gross as it sounds. Also, I need to go back and equip that poison resistance rune. There we go. Gotta stretch. Gotta make sure I'm stretching. Oh. Biliano 305. I have a sneaking suspicion this person might be a bot or a scammer of some kind. However, on the off chance I am wrong, would you please say anything else? Pash, if they don't say anything in the next 5 minutes, can you ban them, please? Oh, that's only rapid poison, not slow poison. Damn, that doesn't actually help me then. I don't see them? Iliano 305, I see them. Are they using some kind of weird mod system to, like, hide themselves from moderators? Whatever, they're not saying anything, so I'll just take care of the ban myself. Just one of those things where, like, can you do this? Because I'm such a big fan. There. Banned. Okay, now that we have the Nightmare Frontier open, we have access to all 4 of our tombstones. Alright, lurking and prepping for B-Day tomorrow. It's your birthday tomorrow, Mari? I didn't know that. Unless it's somebody else's birthday you're prepping for. In which case, happy birthday! Tomorrow is actually also, my grandmother's birthday. The one who is not dead. No, my nephew, Scoober. Oh, okay. Either way, tomorrow is still also my grandmother's birthday. The last grandparent I have remaining, in fact. Thanks, 2025. That was very great to live through as part of this year. This year sucked, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's been parts of it that have been fun, like meeting Vash and Hubs was great. But this year has really been a challenge to live through. So what you might not have noticed when I was giving that that winter lantern a big old hug and it was giving me a bunch of very sharp kisses is that it was slowly building up a meter on me. That's the frenzy meter. When it fills up, you immediately take a shitload of damage. So not only are those enemies very powerful, as you saw with that grab attack that nearly killed me, but being around them slowly kills you, because it will build up your meter, and when it goes up, you will take damage even if the monster does not touch you. Sorry, I'm just gonna skip a lot of you this time. Try to get some of the items. I definitely didn't get all of them in here. Come back later. Oh, I saw one of those scurrying beasts. Catch him if I can. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, with any luck, the winter lantern is not holding my blood echoes. Oh shit. I think she's holding my blood echoes. Fucking Vash! That means I gotta kill the fucking winter lantern to get them back. Which is not easy, even at the best of times. It's fine. That redeem is there for exactly what you used it for. So, you didn't do anything wrong. I gave you the option to use it. You used it. It was very funny. And now, we must all live with the consequences. So I'm not mad. Just extremely annoyed. But not at you, at this winter lantern. Yeah, sing your song, bitch. It's really hard to sneak up on something with that many eyes. Okay. My best strategy here is hit and run. Let it get close, walk up and smack it with a heavy attack, then run away, because most likely before I get away from it, my frenzy meter will finish building up. Forget if I can poison them, so I don't know if I can throw poison knives at it. Was the only time I ever deemed that? No, it's fucking not! You made me go up and fucking do that shit when I was playing Alien Isolation for the first time. You literally told me to go kiss the alien. I did not. You know the bot is up. I can prove it. Mari, why? Why, Mari? Why would you do this to me? Please let me kill the Winter Lantern first so I can get my blood echoes back. There we go. At least I got those back. You see how much damage that frenzy took off? Because I love you. Cool. I will absolutely KYS myself in just a minute. Just let me please open the next shortcut so I can get back to my blood echoes easy. Okay? Can we agree on that? Since I didn't the first time? Just up here. Shortcut's just up here. Ow. It's definitely been a while since I've used such a big heavy weapon. Being so slow on my attacks. That sideways mouth. Alright, see? Check it out. Elevator. And once I step on this little plate, it goes up and shortcut is triggered. Just like I'm going to be triggered once I kill myself again. Okay, do you want me to jump off something or let something kill me? I'll ask you that now. Because the boss room is just right there. I could go let myself get killed by the boss. It's just then I'll have to get my echoes from the boss room. I jump off something, it'll be a little easier. If I let an enemy kill me, I might have to kill them. But as long as it's not another Winter Lantern, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. If you have a preference, Mari. Those are the sparklies. Alright, I'm gonna throw myself off the cliff then, if that's okay. Whee! I am dead! There you go, Mari. I hope that was good enough. I know it was not as funny as letting the winter lantern give me a big old kiss. Where are my echoes? Pray to God if you have my echoes. Yep, they're my echoes. Okay, back to the hunter's dream we go! Yeah! Can probably level up once, maybe twice, but I should also put a lot of these blood echoes into blood vials. I've been drowning in blood vials because I've been needing to heal so much.
What is it? Very well. Let me stand.
Oh, I leveled up more than... I leveled up a good couple of times. Get one in skill just for scaling purposes. Alright. I can level up again. That'll take us to 50. There we go. A little bit more stamina.
Farewell, good hunter.
I'm very glad I did not lose all of those blood echoes. I would have been quite upset. Do I have enough echoes left to repair my weapon? Yes, I do! With exactly 10 left over. Hunter top, old hunter garb, old hunter gloves, old hunter trousers. Now I'm an old hunter. Alright, who wants to go see the boss? It also loves to give hugs. Boom, bang, boom to bang bang, boom, bang, boom to bang bang. Do your thing. Make your body sing. Do your thing. Down we go. A lot more of this place to explore, but let me show you guys the boss real quick. We're gonna marry the night. Leave nothing on the streets to explore. Alright, you ready for this? Who do you think we're gonna be fighting here? Huh? Who do you think we're gonna fight here? I'll warn you, they have many arms. You could say they're armed and dangerous. I'm just gonna assume you all laughed. Yeah. That was a dumb move on my part, though. I saw where it was hitting that laser, and I know those lasers explode, and I was like, I definitely have enough time to get past it. Yeah, that's the spider. Well, it's one spider in this game, I guess, if you want to call it spider-like. Technically, it only has 7 limbs. There's another spider in this game that's a bit more spider-like, but there's definitely some spider to that thing. Ooh. At this point in the game, it can be a pretty tricky boss fight. I'm level 50 though, so I'm a pretty decent level. Alright, it did a hug attack. Yeah, you want to hit its head. You don't want to try and hit its feet. You're not going to do shit to its feet. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Head is like a stressed death ball. And I wait right here for a second jump. Alright, Vacous 2. Oh. Now, Energy Blast is axe. Its arms on its legs. Really want its head. This is getting a +6, and they would expect you to be a +6 by this point. I mean, it's not hard to be, as I showed you guys by, getting there. Goes kind of crazy. There we go. Phase 3 is going to be short. See, it ripped its arms off! Oh boy! Yeah! That hurt. It's very hard to judge. Okay! Ha! Amygdala defeated! Take that, spider. I already did Mom Spaghetti, but I did that with Fighter. It just occurred to me. Oh yeah, Fighter also sounds like Fighter. And I did Mom Spaghetti. Knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on a sweater already. Mom Spaghetti. I don't know why. Just like saying Mom Spa and then rhyming with whatever the last thing I said was. It's very funny. Mom Spaghetti. Huh? Huh? Also very stupid. Okay. I want my armor. So, we're gonna do the Chalice dungeon. We gotta get through the first Chalice dungeon in order to get access to the second Chalice dungeon. And I'm pretty sure it's the second boss of the second Chalice dungeon that I need to kill to get my armor. It shouldn't be too hard with me being at level 50. I can probably speedrun this shit. So this is the Pthumeran Labyrinth Layer 1. If I recall correctly, there's only 3 layers, and each layer is preceded by a boss fight. So it'll be a boss fight on Layer 1, Layer 2, and Layer 3. And I'm pretty sure I get the next Chalice when I beat the boss on Layer 3. So there might also be one of those root chalices somewhere in here. What I really need, though, is to pick up the materials to make the second one. Which means I need to open chests. I get my hands all over those chests. Ooh, look, oil. Now I've got the oil status effect. Good thing nothing is throwing firebombs at me. Yeah, if you want to climb that ladder, you gotta go through an oil pit, which is gonna give you the oil status effect. And immediately this guy's fucking firebombs at you. I got lucky, he threw himself off. Man, why they gotta set these dungeons up like an Edgar Allan Poe poem, short story, or whatever the bit of is. Not a full book. Way too short for that. Alright, see how these guys are like weirdly red? That means they've been summoned by a bell hunter. Or, well, a bell witch, I guess. Bell hunter from Elden Ring. You gotta find the bell witch. There she is. And you gotta kill her ass to stop the summons. Ow! Shit! I was about to say there's often enemies hiding in the fog. And there was an enemy hiding in that fog. So be careful if you see these little fog pots. Oh god! One of those guys. They're very common enemies in Chalice dungeons. They can be tricky. Depending on what weapons they're wielding. Okay, I totally landed that stun. Got Ritual Blood 1. I need Ritual Blood 2, I'm pretty sure. Alright, yeah, so these little fog clouds are caused by these little pots here. You smash them up, and the cloud disappears. These levers you need to operate in order to open the room to the boss door. Because the boss gates are usually available right once you enter, but you gotta unlock the gates to them first. And like that, I can go to the boss. Gotta go back out. the way we came in, and get some bitch. There's also still more here to explore. Alright, I believe this will lead down to that area where the pendulums were swinging. So there should be a snatcher right about here, in fact. I don't remember if they'll appear, like, in the very first dungeons, but you also have to be careful about killing enemies with visceral attacks in the Chalice dungeons, because it can summon blood liquor enemies. Blood liquor is one of those enemies that were in that blood river in the DLC. I don't want to deal with those guys just yet. They are fierce. Like, despite how bloated their bellies look, and they only look bloated because those ones have been fed. Because they are living in a literal blood river. They don't always look like that. But they attack fast and they hit hard. And I've mentioned, I'm not exactly the best at getting the timing right for parries. Usually in this game, if an enemy is very aggressive, it tends to mean they're very open to being parried. But I'm not great at the timing of that shit. There's a select number of enemies that I can parry fairly okay. You've seen my parry skills are not up to par, homies and homettes. So, I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because I want to get out of this dungeon. The first floor didn't take too long. Alright, this is the gate that leads to the boss. These lights are blue, which means this gate is unlocked. Alright, no doors. Sometimes before you enter or get to a boss fight, you can find side rooms off in little hallways. You can also find them in the entrance areas before you get to the first lantern. Oh, the undead giant, of course! If I get careless, he can still totally wipe me out. Stop jumping! There we go. Alright, he's dead. Depth blood gemstone and some bloodstone shards. Light the lantern for killing the boss, and hop on this elevator down to layer 2. No door on that side. No door on that side. Well, there are better ways to. At a certain point, you can reopen this chalice again and again and again without, like, too much issue because you can eventually buy the ingredients you need. I'm pretty sure we can already buy them now, in fact. And it doesn't cost a lot of blood echoes to make it. So if you want to farm insight from the boss fight, you know, you get 1 insight for finding them and 2 or 3 for killing them, I guess. I don't exactly remember the exact number. I should have been paying attention. It's not a bad way to build up insight if you want to buy some stuff from the inside shop. Just doing this over and over and waylaying the bosses. If you memorize the dungeon layout, you can get through them really fast. Oh shit. Summons. Means there's a bell witch. Where did they come from is the question. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Hello? Anyone in here? Right, these are traps. There should be a switch somewhere in the middle of the room. Oh, there it is. You accidentally step on this bitch, and boom! Flaming arrows. You can destroy these. The trap is gone. You can also use the traps on enemies, though. So, that's up to you, homies, if you ever want to play this game. I like how I'm giving advice like this is some kind of walkthrough, when it's a let's play at best. I don't know, I love Bloodborne. I like talking about Bloodborne. I've played it so many times. It's a 10-year-old game, but still holds up really well. It's a really good game, guys. In fact, I even checked the shop. It's on sale right now for Halloween. Like, you can get Bloodborne really cheap. I don't think they'll be on this first one, but in foggy hallways like this, there are sometimes invisible enemies that are only invisible until they get, like, right up close to you. Some of them are harmless, actually. They just drop a lot of bullets. Some of them are quite harmful. Oh! I triggered an ambush. Always forget those are a thing. Always forget those are a thing. Stepped on that little plate in the middle and it summoned a bunch of these ads to bring in. There's a chest. Hopefully it's got the ritual blood I need in it. Need ritual blood 2. Tear your heart out, bitch! Yes! Ritual blood 2. Okay. That's what I need to do the second chalice dungeon. What's in your head? I got 2 of them, in fact. I don't know if I need 1 or 2, but hopefully that's enough. What's in your head? In your head. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Is there another door to go in up here? Yes, there is. Oh shit, that's where these zombies are coming from. Oh, I hear the bell. I hear the bell witch. Ah, coming from that room. Just right now, she's only doing these ones. Later in these chalice dungeons, they'll summon fucking spider enemies, which in this game are insanely powerful enemies. He'd already summoned, so that's why that one came out. But once she's dead, they leave too. Took out the Bell Witch, and now we have to fight the Well Bitch. Oh god, and he's one of the naked ones. Those assholes never stop rolling! I mean? Immediately he rolls. Oh, he's so shiny. Must be sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. I don't like fighting these guys. It's so disturbing. Ah, fuck! Fuck! Stop rolling! Not Sonic the Hedgehog! Ugh. Look at his Barbie doll taint. By which I mean he's got nothing there. Guess I could have called him a Ken doll taint. But I don't know if these are supposed to be men or women. They're just gross, bloated monsters. These are the Thumerians, by the way. They were the race of people who lived in this place before Yharnam was a thing. Yharnam was built on the old ruins of this place. So that's the lore for that. Is that these are like the old ruins of the former kingdom before Yharnam came around. Well, a kingdom might be overstating it. They did have a queen, so maybe a queendom. Whatever. The Society of the Thumerians. Yeah, I triggered another ambush. You want some? Bitch. No door, no door. What's the fight here? Oh, 3 of these bastards. Ow! Piss wagon. Fucking run. Alright, that one's dead. 27. Pay attention this time. Let's see how many I actually get to kill. You know, the gun was the only thing that made you interesting. Now you're just a repeat of that dude. Oh my god, they got me into a fucking corner and killed me! Ah! Glad I'm not keeping a tally of how many times I'm dying, because that would have been a very embarrassing death. I'm also glad, despite the fact that I am going to upload these to YouTube, I am far too lazy to put together a compilation of all the times I die in this game, and pretty sure anyone else who watches my YouTube channel doesn't have that kind of time either. Splicing together all my deaths into one, like, compilation video or something. Oh, fuck! Oh, why am I stuck? What? I can't move! Oh my god! The fucking camera was killing me there! Oh. Alright, one left. And dead. Okay, 27 up to 29 probably. Yep, 29. So 2 for killing them. So 3 insight per boss fight. That's 9 insight per every run through this entire chalice. Once you're in like the late game, it's really easy to run through it. Like, I'm still claiming I'm not even in the mid game, although my stats aren't terrible for mid game. So 9 insight for every run through the entire chalice dungeon. Not too bad if you want to farm insight that way, but there are other ways to do it. Pretty sure you can farm Madman's knowledge off certain enemies, like the rats. Alright, there were no side rooms in this dungeon. Rats, rats, we are the rats. Oh, summon Prospector Olek. And summon them to help you with this boss fight. Or just help you get through this dungeon. Dead. Dead. Ooh, one of these big ass rooms. Oh shit, that's right, these things are here. Fuck. Weren't supposed to see that yet. Oh well, it's here. I don't even remember what those things' names are. Just big centipede monsters that can do like arcane spells. So. And they almost always drop arcane haze, I think, if I remember correctly. Which I could be wrong about, of course. How often am I ever right about anything? Very seldomly. Many times as I've played this game, I have not memorized hardly anything. Yeah, see? Fucking fireballs. Giant ass centipedes throwing fireballs at my ass. Ah, these ads! Alright, I gotta find the bell witch, and take her out. And deal with these ads before I fight the centipede. Last thing I want when I'm getting fireball shot at me is having 7 dudes try and also shove their fist up my ass. Okay, this definitely did not come through this way because that gate was locked. Oh, locked. Ah! Oh yeah. Nope, you're not the witch. Oh, cannon, however. Could have been very dangerous to me. Where the hell are you assholes coming from? Aha! Yeah. I'm gonna take out the centipede. Human centipede, human centipede. I think I'm gonna get murdered tonight. Human centipede. Oh my god, what the fuck? Stop getting. Oh, what? Oh god, I thought I got grabbed. That was terrifying. You stop getting caught on its damn arms. Its weird little spindly arms. Trying to get around its backside so I can smack its butt. There we go. John Denver, man. John Jacob Jingleheimer shit. More ritual blood too. Nice. Oh. Remember how I mentioned invisible enemies? I believe that's one right there. This is one of the benevolent ones. They're not going to attack you. They will drop a lot of quicksilver bullets, though, if you kill them. But I don't like killing them, because they're friendly. The hostile ones, however, those ones you can kill. I mean, you can kill those ones if you want to. I just prefer not to. Right, there's the lever. Boss lever. So many things in this game trying to kill you. Why bother the one thing that isn't? I expected the floor to break away. Played so many of the later stages of these chalice dungeons. Forgot how tame this first one is. Another chest. It was a booby trap. Sometimes when you open a chest, they like to spawn enemies in. Tomb mold. I think that's going to be used for a root chalice later on. Oh, and now I'm up in this section of the balconies and big room here. We fought the centipedes. If I do this, yep, elevator. So now I can take this elevator up and down between these two sections. However, I'm not finished looking up there yet, so please take me up. Can you take me higher to a place where I can't something? Level 50 is a decent enough level to fight the first boss of the DLC. I've got decent arcane strength and health. Arcane's not doing too much for me yet, though, because I don't have the weapon that scales with arcane. The amount of arcane scaling this one has is practically worthless. So a lot of my levels that I put in will not benefit me until I get that weapon. I don't miss anything up here. These chalice dungeons, the more you do them, the more they all start to blend together. Because they basically just take a bunch of room assets and like cobble them together. So you're gonna see pretty much every room I've ever gone through repeated multiple times, plus a few you haven't even seen yet. Which is like, it's fine, because some of the dungeons are like randomly generated, so they have to have some way to do it. Oh, there's an enemy. And the randomly generated ones can be very interesting with like what kinds of enemies they drop, or the items you can find there. Or if you're doing a cursed one, they decrease your health. You can get like super cursed ones that have you down to like incredibly minuscule health, but in exchange the enemies drop like just mountains of blood echoes. Like if you can kill a snatcher, I think they drop like damn near 250,000 blood echoes from killing one of them in those dungeons. Okay, I think that's really all there was up here. Oh shit! believe I didn't trigger that ambush. So, I do think it's worth doing the Chalice Dungeons, especially if you want to fight every boss in the game, because there are some specific to Chalice Dungeons, including the one at the final Thumerian Chalice, which is a boss that there's even a trophy for, so if you want to trophy hunt, you gotta go through them. But it can be very time-consuming. You scared me so much I accidentally pressed the attack button. We're not adding that to the scare count. They only count when we actually play scary games. But thank you for that. You gotta wait till Tuesday. Okay. Deal with this big, chunky man. Right, instantly dead. He wasn't one of the naked ones, so a lot easier to kill him. Aw, I'm sorry you're disappointed that I'm not counting that in the scare count. Sometimes when you drop those metal pipes, like, I get like a jolt of fear out of it, and, you know, to a kind of a girl scream, like I just did. And sometimes it catches me so off guard that I, like, kind of freeze in panic. Like that one gif of a baby who just, like, gets startled and it, like, shakes wide-eyed. Ever seen that gif? Because you can't see me, the screams are probably funnier. Hi. I don't need any bullets, so I don't need to kill her. Find the boss room door. Don't remember where it is. Sure, I'll find it if I keep looking. I think it's up here. Bingo! There it is. Time to open the door and get on the floor. Time to walk that dinosaur. No door on this side, but there is a door on this side! Our first side room! Gotta do this before we fight the boss. There's always hidden treasures off in these side rooms. Sometimes they're treasures containing stuff you'll need for the next chalice. Sometimes they can be special equipment that's different than the normal variants. And what I mean by different is that how every weapon has specific blood gem slot shapes. There are different variants of them in these chalice dungeons that have different shapes, which can be it can be very different in how you build up the weapon based on the shapes you can find on it. Like the triangular blood gems, they tend to focus a lot on attack power. Radial blood gems can have a wide variety of effects, and the crescent blood gems can very often deal with elemental or arcane damage. Mode. I'm a tomb raider. I'm raiding some tombs for the mold. Another door. Chalice dungeons are also part of the multiplayer aspect of Bloodborne, because you can share your dungeon codes with people online. Obviously, these dungeons are fixed, but the root chalices can create randomized dungeons where you can find very specific things. So if you find a specific thing that you think other people want, and share your code with them, and they can get those things. Surprised that wasn't an ambush. It's already in that room. I can see the dead enemy. Alright, I'm willing to bet that'll be an ambush though, right? No? I'm surprised. He's guarding a big old box. Alright, he's got a gun. Gun ones are easy to deal with, thankfully. Alright, what do we got in this box? Let's take it out of the box. Out of the box. More ritual blood, too! Again, something we'll need for the next chalice dungeon. So, it was nice that we got it. Probably all there is here. That's all there is. There isn't any more. I think that's from Madeline? Anyone remember Madeline, the little cartoon about the French girl? She's Madeline, she's Madeline. Something, hooray! I watched that show as a very young kid. One of the enemies up there. Already been through here? This might have just been an empty room that those two assholes could have jumped down and got me in. Ah, whatever. Nothing here, so we move on. We're down here, or was that all there was? I already forgot where I came from. I'm already lost, homies. Back in this big room. I think that's not the direction I need to go. Must be this one. Ha, there's the ladder that I came up, so yep. Whee! Okay, now we can go fight boss number 3. really hope it's not the fucking dog. I'm not prepared to fight the dog. Since this is the final one, they give it a much grander entry point. I think I hear burning. The dog. The dog, I fucking quit. It's the fucking dog. I hate this one. The entire fucking body is like covered in weird plate armor, so you do very little damage against him until you can break some part of him. Attacks. I mean rapid fire. He has those shits, you can't get too far away from him. I'm not doing too bad, but it's mostly because I'm overwhelmed for this part. Trust me, these later fucking chalices, especially the filed chalice, this is a pain in the ass boss to fight. Ah! Forgot about the explosion, forgot that. Alright, cool, he's dead. Literally only the boss will see in the chalice then. And there's the central Fumeru chalice. Which is what we needed. That is the one where on the second floor, I can pick up my armor. Gotta keep my joints stretched and limber. Doctor's orders. There we go. It's more important than ever that I stretch.
Well, what is it? Hunters have told me about the church, about the gods and their love. But do the gods love their creations? I am a doll created by you humans. Would you ever think to love me?
I think pretty great.
I do love you. Isn't that how you've made me?
I didn't make you.
Very well.
I ought to be very clear about that.
Let the echoes
Some
become
humans
your
did.
strength.
None of those humans were me.
Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Focus on these two for a bit.
Farewell, good mate.
Now, we get a whole bunch of blood vials. There we go. Oh shit, I should have seen how many blood echoes I needed to make the second chalice. Okay, yeah, I've got a root one. These ones are... This is a shared fixed dungeon, meaning it's always the same. Its root chalices are always random, though. Okay, I needed 6, and I picked up exactly 6, so I'm very glad that I found all the Ritual Blood 2 that I needed. There we go. That's enough to make it. Before I go in there, though, you can see the prices of these have gone up a little bit since the beginning of the game. They'll continue to go up, but eventually by the end game, they'll be pretty easy enough to afford, no matter how high they go. Look how much insight I need to buy that armor set once I actually have. But I'm pretty sure I have enough. But let me try and spend the rest of stream, or however long it takes, to at least get to the first boss of the DLC. I don't think I'm going to be strong enough to fight it yet, but once I can get the actual weapon I want. And then we can really get shit going. Okey-doke. Lead me out to the Blood River. Hi, Simon. Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Do. Take that off so I'm less noticeable. Pardon me. Yeah, those are bloodless. And I don't like fighting them if I don't have to. Kind of running through, homies. Fight him, but I'm stuck, so. Oh god, okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, barely avoided that. The ladder! When out by the roof, there arose such a ladder. Safe here. The old hunters climb. I don't know if he can. He's choosing not to. Item, which might be not worth picking up. Oh, Beast Hunter Scythe, a weapon. Cool. But I seem to have set off another old hunter in the process. How the heck do I get down from here? Must be on this side. Ooh, got it. Ow. Excuse me, I'm on a ladder. Oh, fucking whip! The range on that shit is ridiculous. Maybe he can't get to the ladder because of all the crows. And that's why he's choosing not to climb. Bong, bong, bong. Okay. Do I remember what's out here? Yes, I do! Ah! Oh, damn it! I thought I avoided that shit. The church cannon giant. Pardon me! Alright, I think that's the first boss. Which means there should be a shortcut nearby. Excuse me, witch lady. Old hag. Who the fuck do you think you are, huh? Look, see how these guys are doing this? They're all still technically alive. That's what they call creating ambiance. Supposed to fucking freak you out. This one wants out. I mean, going out there is not going to be much better for you, homie. I'm just saying. Find out where that shortcut is. I believe it's that over there. Well, shortcut might not be the correct term. I think it's just another lantern to rest at. Bingo. Alright, now I can get to the first boss of the DLC whenever I'm ready. Get some chunks out of you. Yes, bloodstone chunks, motherfucker! Henriette. Okay, so something interesting here. There's gonna be an old hunter right up there, but this one's special because he has red eyes. When the hunters have red eyes, they'll drop a very specific item upon death. Damn, I couldn't even get up before he hit me again. Yeah, I guess I am a cursed beast for trying to take you on. Okay. I really need speed, so I think I need to be untransformed for this guy. Plus, I might be able to get a few parries off on him. I want to kill him, though. That way I can show you the item he drops. Ouch. Oh, whew. There it is. Vermin. That will be for a very specific quest line for someone later in the game. Technically, we should have already known him in the game because you're supposed to be able to summon him for the first boss fight. Oil urns. The boss is so fucking janky sometimes. They just can stun lock you if they barely touch Alright, everyone nice and dead? Not you. snail had a person come out of it. The whirligig saw! Arguably everybody's favorite weapon in the game. I'm fast before whip guy shows up. Ow, he shot me! Worried about the whip. It turns out he's got a fucking gun that also has insane reach. Why don't you climb the fucking ladder, you dope? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bitch. That's to use the whirligig saw. At least demonstrate it. I do! Alright, check this out. I love this. Alright, like this, it's a club, right? The regular blunt mace, basically, but transformed. Behold the pizza cutter of doom! Oh, damn it, wasn't it? And if you just hold this button. Yeah, look at that shit. Oh, that's such a fun weapon. I do genuinely think the whirligig saw is the most popular weapon in the game. If he turns around, I might be able to sneak up on him and give him a backstab. But it'll be tricky with that other one coming after me. You can hear the thumping on from that metal gate there. He really wants out. But I don't think he's prepared for what would happen if he got out of here. Quickly, run the fuck away! Forget if I can kill it. Hey, didn't you have, like, attacked me earlier or something, lady? Why the hell was she even standing there? Was her AI broken? Really just doing this, you could have a bunch of echoes out of him, I can kill him, and get the visceral attack. I think I still have both of those on, right? Yeah, it looks like I do. I can get a lot of blood echoes if I can kill him with a visceral attack. Does he keep going more to that side? Ooga! Still, 3,000 echoes, homie. I don't know if I can kill that guy and get like an item off him or something. I don't want to just like kill him for no reason if I don't have to though. Although I think he'd revive if I did. Like if I died and came back. I feel so bad for him. He's basically dead already. He's like just a little skelly bastard trying to get out of here. I'm gonna put you out of your misery! Blood vials. Decent chunk of them too. Sorry, homie. least you don't have to worry about whatever's in that boss room anymore, where all the dead bodies are coming from. Or are leading to, I guess, might be a better way to describe it. This, probably blood vials. Nope, quicksilver bullets because it had the cannon. That makes sense. Big chunk of damage there. Already turned around. Good for me. Gotta slowly sneak up on you while your axe is doing its weird distortion thingy. Kinda hoping I could land one more attack to make the next one guaranteed fatal. But I was out of stamina. Would not hurt to increase my stamina a bit more later. That one's bloodbot. There we go. And now I can safely search this area. Ooh, butcher gear. I can be a butcher! Welcome to the candy shop. Right. Sure. It's hard to tell with how distorted the nightmare is, but I think this is supposed to be the path that leads to Old Yarnum. Yeah, literally that's there. You could potentially summon Henriette to help you fight that dude. Because he's a lot stronger thanks to his red eyes than the normal old hunters. They consider him enough of a challenge that they offer you help to fight him. Of course, you can also bring Henrietta with you to the boss, I assume. I don't usually summon for the bosses. I try not to summon help for boss fights in these games unless it's literally part of a quest line. In Dark Souls 2, you have to summon people for boss fights to continue their quests. But the bosses in that game weren't exactly hard to begin with. Right, let me return to the Hunter's Dream! Ah! Spend all these blood echoes.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me.
Level.
Farewell.
Repair my weapon. Check out and see if we picked up any better blood gems. Blunt attack up, but that only really helps when it's transformed, I think. Pretty sure the transformation does blunt damage, but it also does thrust damage with that charged attack that I like to use. That's not exactly a good exchange. Boosts physical by 2.5 and boosts rally potential. That's not bad in the early game if you want to use this red blood gem as a an imprint in like a slot you don't have a gem for yet. Attack versus beasts up 12.6%. And HP continues to recover +2. What about these ones? Fire attack up. I think one of these is the ones I picked up from the Nightmare Frontier, so. Yeah, this one's not liquid, I guess. It's considered radial still, so you can't put it in one of these slots. Triangles. All these squares make a circle. I don't have a lot of triangles on these. Close to a level, so I could get enough blood echoes to get one, or I could just dump this all into blood vials, which I will absolutely need. There we go. And I think I can buy one bullet. There we go. 17's not too much to lose. Ah, wrong button again. Just press that button. Alright, where is... Butcher Mask! Mask of the Madaris twins. Denizens of the Forbidden Woods, likely belonging to the older of the two. Twins grew up in silent kinship with a poisonous snake. Eventually they learned human ways and became hunters. When they discovered vermin even in their beloved snake, the younger brother is said to have murdered the older. Both the twins became hunters and brought back and dissected their beast prey in order to support the villagers in their forbidden research. Okay, let's go check out that boss, shall we? See how close I am to even considering fighting him. I'm gonna warn you, probably not very close yet. And the rest of the DLC is locked behind this guy. He's literally what you call a beefgate. Once I kill him, I can get that sword. Can you hear all the sounds of the wailing people from over here? Alright, here he is.
Please. Help us. Alongside this, the great terror looms. No pig is coming.
Ludwig! You remember him from all the lore we've read, right? Look, you can see his sword on his back.
Have mercy upon us.
Oh, he's looking really good, guys. He's looking really good. Oh, that is pathetic. Where most people end up becoming werewolf-like creatures when they become beasts, he became some sort of weird, disgusting horse monster with a second mouth in his neck, but instead of teeth, it's full of eyeballs. Fucking gross. So yeah, that's the first boss, and that's who I need to beat to get the weapon I actually want to use for this playthrough. We're not quite yet equipped to beat him, though. Sad. Oh, excuse me. For what it's worth, I did buy the Hunter Chief emblem, but I still went through all the stuff that I did before I bought the Hunter Chief emblem in this, before I got back to where I was. Alright, check it. See that? There. Oh, God. I forgot it does that. But it comes loose after a couple swings. Alrighty. Making our way downtown, walking fast, way too fast, but I'm homebound. Doodly doodly doo. Doodly doodly doo. That dog killed himself running headfirst into a bonfire. Wasn't very smart, was it? Oh no! With all this fire, and now I am covered in the oils. Covered in oil, and he's got a torch, and his first move is to try and attack me with your fucking little axe or whatever. I think there's still probably some bloodstone chunks I can pick up from the DLC area. Still makes it the earliest place to get blood chunks. So I'm not going to use up any of the blood chunks I can find there on this weapon, I don't think. I'm going to wait until I can pick up the weapon I want to use. That way we can get it upgraded really quick. Probably might only be able to get it to +7. But if I'm lucky, I can get it to +8. Definitely not going to be able to get it to +9, sadly. But if I get it to +8, that'll make it very close to maxed out, like the instant I get it. I can only go to +10. You need a blood rock to get it from +9 to +10. Those are fairly rare. Literally one in the base game, one in the DLC, I think. Plus, later on, you can buy them from the Insight Messenger shop, but they cost like, I think, 30 Insight a piece. And you're capped at 99 Insight, just so you know. So that's not inexpensive, homies. They're nice flowers. I wonder if the reason they made them yellow wasn't just to make them stand out more, because they were hard to see in the original, but because it's supposed to be like, oh, well, they made yellow dye out of these yellow flowers that are surrounding their village. Wonder if that's why yellow was chosen specifically. Beast pellets. Another item I don't use that much. I mean, I used them a lot in the playthrough I did where I used Beast Claw and the special rune that goes with it. But aside from that, if I step there, that breaks. And I'm not done exploring up here yet. What beast pellets do is that they increase your beast meter. And while that may sound like, oh, is it full if you turn it, do you turn into like a beast if it fills up? No. What it does is, the faster you attack, the quicker it builds up. And the higher it is, the more damage you do with each consecutive attack. It's essentially like a berserker mode. As long as you can keep attacking quick, fast, and in a hurry, you'll do increasing amounts of damage. Or in like the main sort of village area. You see dogs in the cage, just go ahead and take them out before they can be released to ambush you. Promise you, you'll thank me for it. Because those dogs absolutely would have been unleashed upon you to ruin your day at some point. See that? There's something right there. Thankfully they can't climb ladders. There's the white outfit. The white church outfit. I don't usually wear a lot of the church stuff as like my main stuff. Like, I'll use it if I need the resistances or something. But I do enjoy wearing the white church outfit just to see it turn from white to like red. Because it will slowly get covered in blood. Especially if you can pop some visceral attacks on some enemies. We're gonna keep this on for now. After all, that new description that those who wore it were ones who live in the Forbidden Woods. I didn't get caught in a trap, so couldn't spring that on me. Instead of going through the main entrance, I went off to the side. Supposed to be, if you come to the main entrance, they close the door behind you, and then you see this, and you're like, okay, I'll go here, and then they close that on you. So, I mean, this is already off to the side, and then you gotta go off to the side, off to the side. And when you're stuck behind that gate, I think that's when they try and unleash all those dogs on you. The door that locks behind you. Maybe not.
Cursed beast! Cursed beast!
Fire bad! That outfit's fire resistant. Probably not great. Man, I'm never gonna need bullets again after this trip. Meanwhile, the first time I played through the game, I had more blood vials than I knew what to do with, and I had a very small amount of bullets. Now it's going the other way around. I would have built up bullets eventually anyway, of course, but it is shocking that I am so far behind on blood vials compared to bullets. I might need to do some blood vial farming later. Which I could probably do on screen, but that would be a tremendous waste of time, I think.
Oh, Evans, would you stop that? Every peep you make brings us bad luck. I have it bad enough already. Please, just leave a poor old woman be.
Okay then. Nice talking to you too. Peep 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 peep. Oh, we get all the bad luck. Ow! Oh, very surprising jab. Stop with the jab! You think you're some kind of fucking Roman Reigns cosplayer? You gonna do a jump punch? No. Fucking Superman punch and dick. Hear stuff breaking. Fucking entrance. Ha! There it is. Beast Roar. Another hunter tool, but probably not one that I'll use much. Though allow me to demonstrate what it does. Also, probably demonstrate what some of these other ones do. I think I already showed the old Hunter Bone, how it lets me, like, quick step, and it's basically a flash dodge. This is the closest thing you get to magic in this game. See? Creates a push. But that doesn't really do much damage on its own. This one... much more powerful. And if you time it right, it also works like parry. Plus the damage scales with Arcane, which I've got a decent amount of. You're summoning tentacles to hit the enemy for you. And that's fun. Still, there's one arcane item that I think is my particular favorite. It's one hunter tool, rather. There's still more for me to collect, so I'm not going to talk about it too much until I manage to find the right one. But I can't go through it until I get through this area anyway. Ow! Fucking dare you! Gets rid of all the fucking guys that throw bombs at me from up here. Still, until my arcane gets a little higher, my normal attack is going to do more damage than it right now. And you think I'm bad with the parry timing with the gun, I am super bad with the parry timing of the auger. The auger of Ebrietas. Remnant of the Eldritch Truth encountered at Bergenworth. Hey, it's a little slug. Use phantasms, the invertebrates known to be augurs of the Great Ones, to partially summon abandoned Ebrietas. The initial encounter marked the start of an inquiry into the cosmos from within the old labyrinth, and led to the establishment of the choir. That will make more sense later, I promise.
Cursed beast.
I can hear the puppies barking. What? I don't know yet, but I can hear them barking. Well, you're not wanted alive, so... Aw, should have dropped bullets, and that would have been great for once. But you chose to actually drop blood vials, which I still need, but I'm full of currently. Alright, so that's where I fall if I stand on that. If you stand on it, it collapses and you land here. I didn't do that because I don't need to. I know that's a trap. This is also a trap. Yeah, this weird mass of planks. Check it out! Woohoo! Frozen their hitboxes can be very annoying in a small space like this. But you get some antidotes out of it. So, it's worth coming down here even if you don't want to fall for the trap. Look, more of those crawling zombie guys. Where that one dude starts shooting at me. Don't think he starts shooting at me yet. Okay, that was not alive. See, this is basically an oil swamp. Those guys up there who were throwing firebombs the whole time before I killed them, they would have been a massive issue in this little section. Fucking turned at the last second. More twin bloods. I definitely should have enough to get the weapon to +6 as soon as I get a hold of it. As long as I can pull off enough chunks, I should be able to get it to plus... Well, I mean, I should already be able to get it to +7. Hoping you can get it to +8 if I get enough blood chunks. I just shorten their names, I know. Blood shards, twin bloods, blood chunks, and the blood rock is just the blood rock, so... In theory, this is the shortcut, but I've almost never needed it. Watch me this time, though. I think that's where he's gonna start firing at my ass. Not you. That's not who I was talking about. He said he's gonna start firing at me. Not that guy. I will, however, take his bullets. At the end of this area here. Dude with a cannon. Oh, there it is. You gotta be careful. And duck and weave, duck and weave! Recommend luring enemies to get shot by that. Because it does a lot of damage to them. Don't want to stay out in the open too long. Aim sucks, but he can hit you. If he does, it's almost a guaranteed kill. Unless you have just been absolutely shredding your level ups on vitality. There's the cannon. And he's dead. Which is why I've almost never needed that shortcut. Once you get to take out the cannon guy, not so much of an issue. Sadly, you cannot break the cannon, but it's okay. If we get through here, we'll be able to open up a shortcut, so we won't have to go through that alley anymore. Because we're gonna meet a lore drop enemy. Memory that creates another very sudden change as far as things you've come to expect. And walk off so I can slowly explore this room. There he is. Okay. I managed to kill him before he could do the thing. Oh, that's sad for you. Shortcut happens. Break him? Looks like I broke him. He's just standing there with a stupid thing held over his head. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Poison knives. Appreciate. I like poison, only when it's hitting my enemies though, not when it's hitting me. I very much hate when it's hitting me. Look at that guy. He seems to be eating dead bodies. Well, we won't disturb him. I'm sure he must be very hungry. Although all that meat's gonna make him sick if you're eating it raw. Maybe when we deign to come back, we'll tell him all about that nice hospital we know about. The cannon! Now that's a weapon, which I still can't use because it takes 30 strength. Need more blood tinge for these two, and I need more strength for this one. The fucking cannon uses bullets like crazy. I think each shot costs 10 bullets. And I know you're doing the math in your head. Yes, you can only carry 20 bullets at a time unless you have a specific rune to increase it. So that means normally you get off 2 shots. I think. Not 100% sure. No, 12 bullets. Even more. So you couldn't even get off 2 shots of it unless you deliberately filled up your bullets with using your blood sacrifice method. Alright. There he is. Look at the snakes coming out of that guy's head. That's what that dude would have turned into. Snakes are quick to counter. So you don't want to attack them too often. When you kill them, they all go back in the head. They're in the head. In the head. Zombie. 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 Snakes. Snakes. And just like that, shortcut unlocked. And when I said we would be able to summon someone to help us with that DLC boss, and that vermin would be for someone, this is that dude.
Ah, a new face, are you? And an accomplished hunter, it would appear.
Accomplished. I mean...
I am Volta, master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yes.
Yeah!
As a hunter well should. Commit this to heart. Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
Impurity!
The night
Nuts.
brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think, now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League confederates.
He seems chill.
No, there is one thing you must know. By the oath of the League, those who bear its rune will see vermin. Vermin writhe deep within all filth and are the root of man's impurity. All vermin are to be crushed. The League exists to expunge all vermin, ridding us of any trace of human corruption. And so, until we are rid of all vermin, you must continue to hunt and kill. This bloody fate is ours alone. Do not expect the world to grasp our work. But remember, the Confederates will always have my blessing. And each other. Always.
So yeah, this is basically the equivalent of this game's version of a Covenant. Where's that vermin at? There you are. A centipede-like creature discovered on successful hunts by League hunters. Vermin, found hidden within filth, are only seen by League Confederates, and are the root of man's impurity. League has assumed the task of finding and crushing all vermin. Perhaps there is some mercy in the madness. Those who wish to see vermin can, and those who choose to are provided with boundless purpose. Meaning the only way to see the vermin normally is to have the rune equipped.
The League exists, and so this do not expect the world and each other.
Okay. And yes, he is wearing a bucket on his head. A snazzy suit and a bucket helmet. Fun! Alrighty, I'm about half an hour over, but I wanted to get this shortcut unlocked in the Forbidden Woods. But I think now we can call it here.
Welcome. What is
Spend
it?
my blood.
Very well. Let me.
Couple of points in stamina.
Farewell. May you.
Boost HP during co-op plus 2%. Not gonna do much good in single player mode. A short ritual root chalice is required to conduct a ritual. Yeah, if you want to do an online one to like share a code, you need this bitch. 10 insight though, so not an insignificant request. I'm not online though, so it wouldn't do me any good. Here you go, take urns. Look at them. They're potheads. I think next time we'll head about getting me that armor. I'm gonna spend the rest of my blood on, you know, blood vials. Jump. Still have way more bullets than I have blood vials, and I've been buying a lot of them. Later, though, I might do some grinding to get more blood vials, just to have a better supply of them. Not to suggest I don't have a decent supply of them, but you guys see how much I go through these things, so. Raises HP. Let me go ahead and put that on. There we go. See? You can see how much it raised it because you can see the missing chunk of health. Okie dokie. With that done, homies, I will see you tomorrow. Let me go to the goodbye screen. We'll find someone to raid. I'll sing the goodbye song. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Psychonauts. Yeah! Psychonauts. We like Psychonauts, right? More Psychonauts too. Alright, let's see who's on that we can raid. Although, also, let me shift myself to a regular ass size. There we go. Alright, who is on that I can raid? Man, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. All the gift subs, the bits, and all that other good stuff. I really appreciate it. You guys are super cool. I hope you know that. And I hope you all have a fantastic Saturday. Alright, let's see. Who's on? There's an option. There's another option. There's a third option. Fourth option. A fifth option. I think I want to raid Pudge today. Pudge has raided me a few times, but I don't know how many chances I've ever had to raid Pudge. Sure, I've raided her at least once. But I don't know. They're playing Overwatch. Overwatch 2, because it replaced Overwatch, but I still just say Overwatch. Okie dokie, let me set that up. We set it up, homies. There was a lot of options today, but I'm choosing Pudge because I don't get to raid Pudge very often, and all the other ones I've raided a couple times in the past. Waiting for this damn thing to open. Fucking Google Chrome. Fucking Chrome. Load so I can set up the raid, please. Son of a bitch. Load the damn page. Oh, is it not responding? I hadn't noticed. Thanks for informing me that the page that isn't loading isn't responding. Oh my god. Fucking, this one could be a combination of Google Chrome and my computer being assholes. I'm getting there. I'll get there eventually. Oh, there we go. Jeez. Alright, now just let me get to the point where I can react anything, where I can click stuff. It's loaded the page's image. I can see the page, finally. Oh my god. Google fucking Chrome!
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Hi, kitty! Welcome in. I'm actually just about to raid. Although, as soon as I was done raiding, I was literally going to text you. Because, the thing I texted you about my favorite Halloween movie that you said you've never seen, I was going to suggest we watch it at some point. I'm just fucking waiting for this to respond so I can do anything. I was gonna raid. I was gonna raid. I like that idea. If I can find out where it's streaming, I could totally do it tonight. I don't know if you're busy, but... But that is my favorite Halloween movie to watch, and I watch it every year. Of course, if you're busy tonight, we can set up another night for it. Oh my god, the fucking page isn't responding. Google Chrome! Why does it take so much fucking... whatever you want to call it, computer processing power to fucking run Google Chrome? There it finally goes. Okay, finally, I wanted to raid Pudge. I'd love to! Awesome. As soon as I raid out to Pudge and I make all the pleasantries and stuff. Old one or the remake? The old one. The only one that exists. How fucking dare you even suggest the remake? Now, let me start this raid. Fuck, I had 2 days and I still didn't make a command for the new egg raid message that we've been using, so I'm gonna have to type that shit out by hand again. I just repeated Fluffle's question. Well, you should have known better. The old one, the good one, the only one that exists. All the other ones of the franchise are awful. Alright, here's our raid message. You got Peacock? I do! With commercials, but... Alright, there's our raid message, finally. Hit enter, and it took it like a full year to send there. But yeah, if it's on Peacock, then we can totally watch it, as long as we're fine with commercials. Alright, let me start the raid, I'll sing the song, and then we can set all that up. I might make dinner first. Have you had dinner yet, kitty? Hey, it's been really fun. We hope you liked it too. I ate. Good. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. You should, though. I'll fix something after I finish this up. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. For now, it's time to go. But hey, I say... well, that's okay, 'cause we'll see you really soon, I know. Really soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today, the moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. Come and play. Bye now. Everyone say hi to Pudge. Kitty, I'll text you in a minute.